unchanged and consistent with other state liability assurances, except in the case of gross negligence. So this is a good fix to the debate that was around that issue. And again, I ask for your aye vote.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Alquist. Aye. Anderson. No. Berryhill. No. Blakesley. No. Calderon. Cannella. No. Corbett. Aye. Correa. De Leon. Aye. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. No. Emerson. No. Evans. Fuller. No. Gaines. No. Hancock. Harmon. No. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. No. Kehoe. Aye. LaMalfa. No. Leno. Aye. Ted Lieu. Aye. Carol Lieu. Aye. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Rubio. Runner. No. Samidian. Aye. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. No. Vargas. Aye. Walters. No. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Wyland. No. Yee. Yee, aye.
Mr. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Calderon. Aye. Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Mr. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Mr. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Mr. Secretary, please call the absent members.
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Mr. Secretary, would you please call the absent members?
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Call the absent members.
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Call the absent members. Call the absent members.
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Rubio. Wright.
Senator Leno moves the call. Senator Leno, I believe you have a second item.
Yes, Mr. President, AB 116.
This is file item 32, members. File item 32. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 116 by the Assembly Committee on Budget enacting to criminal justice realignment and making an appropriation therefore to take effect immediately, bill related to the budget.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, this is a purely technical cleanup bill to our public safety trailer bill. It corrects operative dates in various sections, including the creation of the new Board of State and Community Corrections. It also makes technical amendment to the Welfare Institutions Code section to exclude the Division of Juvenile Justice from the Public Safety Alignment, which is already a part of the Public Safety Realignment Trailer Bill. I ask for your aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Senator Huff.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know the old adage that you don't have enough time to do something right, but you have enough time to fix it? That's what this qualifies for. Now, it may be a technical cleanup bill, but the original bill, AB 109 was, or excuse me, AB 116, actually, I'm not sure what the original bill was. I think it was 109, was one of those that came to us with over 500 pages and less than 24 hours for us to take a look at it before we voted it. We knew there were problems in there, and yet we jammed it through. So what you have here is a third attempt to fix it. There's another saying that you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. The original bill was a pig, and this is the third application of lipstick. I urge a no vote.
Further debate or discussion? Further debate or discussion? Senator Ted Lieu, is your microphone up on this item, sir? No. Senator Leno, you may close.
Thank you, Mr. President. 500 pages, 2 small technical amendments, not bad. Keep in mind, this PIG has the full support of the State Sheriff's Association, of the State Police Chiefs Association, of the firefighters, and just about every uniformed organization in the state. I ask for your aye vote.
Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Alquist. Aye. Anderson. No. Berryhill. No. Blakesley. No. Calderon. Aye. Canella. No. Corbett. Aye. Correa. De Leon. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. No. Emerson. No. Evans. Aye. Fuller. No. Gaines. No. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. No. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. No. Kehoe. Aye. LaMalfa. No. Leno. Aye. Ted Lieu. Aye. Carol Lieu. Aye. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Rubio. Aye. Runner. No. Semidian.
Aye.
Aye. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. No. Vargas. Aye. Walters. No. Wolk. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Aye. Wyland. No. Yee. Yee. Aye.
Call the absent members.
Correa. De Leon. De Leon, aye.
Ayes 24, noes 15. The bill is passed. Senator Leno, would you like to lift the call? And that was on file item 29. Members, we are lifting the call on file item 29. Call the absent members.
Correa. Evans. Hancock. Aye. Rubio. Rubio, aye. Wright.
Ayes 22, noes 15. The bill is passed. Members, at this time, if I could have your attention for a procedural matter. Senator Kehoe. Senator Kehoe. If we could ask you to preside for a moment, please. Members, we are going to at this time, we will proceed. The regular session will stand in recess, and the first extraordinary session will be convened. The prayer and the pledge will be deemed complete, and we will take up Assembly Bill 14. Senator Kehoe, if you will preside, please.
Senator Semidian, for what purpose?
Thank you, Senator Kehoe and Madam President, to take up AB 14X. This is AB 14 in the first extraordinary session. It is file item number 4.
Thank you. We'll go to file item 4, and the Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 14 by Assemblymember Skinner, enacting to energy and making appropriation therefore.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, you will recall that last year the legislature enacted urgency legislation with bipartisan support to establish the PACE program, the Property Assessed Clean Energy Program, which allows property owners to finance efficiency improvements in their homes and businesses with an added assessment on their annual property tax. Unfortunately, however, the federal government no longer recognizes the program. Their concern was that it could interfere with the ability of mortgage lenders to recover their funds in the event of a foreclosure. So in response, this measure by Assemblymember Skinner establishes the Clean Energy Upgrade Program, which is designed to essentially realize the same goals of PACE, increase demand for energy-efficient retrofits on residential and commercial properties. The bill is designed to help make financing for energy-efficient improvement projects more affordable, mitigate some of the risks to lenders. That should provide lower rates to consumers. Similar programs have been developed in Michigan and Pennsylvania, where they've had a high degree of success. Measure creates jobs, puts people to work by incentivizing businesses and homeowners to complete energy efficiency work on their businesses. Strong bipartisan support on the Assembly side. Respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Members, is there discussion or debate? Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, the Secretary will call the roll. Members, this is a 27-vote bill. There is an appropriation. The Secretary will call the roll.
Alquist. Aye. Anderson. No. Berryhill. Aye. Blakesley. Aye. Calderon. Aye. Canella. Aye. Corbett. Aye. Correa. Aye. De Leon. Aye. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. Emerson. Aye. Evans. Aye. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. No. No. Kehoe.
Aye.
Aye. Lamalfa. No. Leno. Aye. Ted Lieu. Aye. Carol Lieu. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Rubio. Aye. Runner. Aye. Semidian. Aye. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Vargas. Aye. Walters. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Aye. Wyland. No. Yee. Yee. Aye. Dutton. No. Walters. No. Lieu. Aye. Carol Lieu. Aye. Gaines. No.
Call the absent members. Is that everybody? All right. We are at 33 ayes, 7 noes. The measure passes. Members, is there any further business to be taken up in the first extraordinary session? Seeing none, we will return. At this time, the first extraordinary session will stand in recess, and we'll return to the regular session, and Mr. Semidian will preside. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, members. We are back in regular session at this time. And while we have a number of members who have items they would like to take up, it's my understanding that we have committees that are scheduled to meet at this time. So we will return to motions and resolutions. Members, do we have any items under motions and resolutions? Under motions and resolutions. Could we ask members to put their microphones down if they do not have items under motions and resolutions? Turning now to Senator Carol Lieu. For what purpose do you rise, Senator?
Motions and resolutions.
Under motions and resolutions, please proceed.
Final item 157, Moning, AB 459. Please remove from special consent at the request of the author.
Okay. Without objection, so ordered. Thank you, Senator Carol Lieu. Senator Ted Lieu, I understand you have one item that you'd like to be sure gets taken up today. Please proceed with the item number.
Thank you. If we could do file item 44 on Senate third reading, please.
File item 44. Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 51 by Senator Ted Lieu relative to Microchip Your Animal Day 2011.
Thank you. SCR 51 declares today as Microchip Your Animal Day. Every year, shelters in California impound over 1 million dogs and cats, and more than half of these animals have to be euthanized. It has cost nearly $300 million a year to this state, and to honor this day, we have free microchipping of your pets at 11 a.m. on the east steps of the Capitol. Respectfully request an aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Alquist. Aye. Anderson. No. Berryhill. Aye. Blakesley. Aye. Calderon. Aye. Canella. Aye. Corbett. Aye. Correa. Aye. De Leon. Aye. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. Aye. Emerson. Aye. Evans. Aye. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. Aye. Kehoe. Aye. Lamalfa. Leno. Aye. Ted Lieu. I, Carolou. I, Lowenthal. I, Negrete McLeod. Padilla. Pavley. Price. I, Rubio. I, Runner. I, Semidian. I, Steinberg. I, Strickland. I, Vargas. I, Walters. I, Wolk. Wright. I, Wyland. I, Yee. Yee, aye.
Please call the absent members.
LaMalfa. I, Negrete McLeod. I, Padilla. Pavley. I, Wolk. Wolk, aye.
Ayes 38, noes 1. The resolution is adopted. If there is no other business, Senator Steinberg, the desk is clear.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Appropriations Committee on Monday has a long calendar. So we'll begin session at noon on Monday so that they can start it and then resume after a relatively brief session. Noon on Monday. Wish everyone a otherwise good weekend.
Thank you, Senator Steinberg. Members, before we recess, Senator Yee, for what purpose do you rise?
Adjourn in memory.
Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's sad for me to note that the passing of Leslie Yee from Ceres. It's the first person confirmed dead from a fishing boat excursion in Mexico that ended in tragedy early Sunday when a sudden unexpected storm capsized a vessel in turbulent waters. Leslie worked in the San Francisco Chronicle for 37 years before he retired as a transportation manager in December 2009. As most individuals in the Chinese community and Asian community, he didn't really take much time off. He was devoted to his work and to his colleagues in the Chronicle. And unfortunately, in his first major retirement trip, he perished and passed away. 19 fishermen and 16 crew members were successfully rescued late Sunday. However, 7 other individuals are still missing. They include Brian Wong of Berkeley, Don Lee of San Ramon, Russell Batista of Penn Grove, Mark Darlin of Twain Harte, and Al Min, Jean Leong, and Sean Shattuck, all from Northern California. Our prayers with Leslie and his family, and also those missing. The Mexican government is going to continue their search to try and find the missing individuals. My understanding is that in the waters of the Sea of Cortez, it's around 80 degrees right now, and the possibility of still lasting beyond the normal 96 hours is still great, and I will meet with the Mexican Consul General to do whatever we can to ensure that these searches that are going on will be fruitful, and our prayers are with Leslie, family, and all those who are still missing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Yee. And Senator Yee, if you'd please be sure to bring the name forward to the desk so that the memory can properly be memorialized. Senator Pavley, for what purposes do you rise?
That's a good question. Thank you. Yes, I would like to announce that the adjournment of session.
For purposes of announcement, one moment, please, Senator. Purposes of announcement, members.
Yes, the Natural Resources and Water Policy Committee will meet immediately after we adjourn session in room 4203. We have one bill. Hopefully it'll be quick. I expect all members to go immediately from the floor to that hearing.
Thank you. Senator Pavley, one moment, please.
4203.
Senator Pavley, to confirm, Senate Natural Resources will meet immediately upon adjournment in room 4203 to take up one item.
That would be correct.
Thank you. Members, under motions and resolutions, are there any other items? If not, then the Senate will be in recess until 3:30, at which time the adjournment motion will be made, and we will reconvene Monday at noon. Without objection, the Senate is in recess.